Hello and welcome to the online English classes. Today we will be doing the next part of the chapter, that is chapter 1 from Bista's book, that is The Third Level by Jack Finney. So children, we were discussing about how Charlie, a 31-year-old man, is hallucinating. He is assuming, he would start assuming things that are not present, that are not even existing. So when once he narrates an incident, what unusual happens to him, and he doesn't feel good about it, ki why it happened to him. Now he here is discussing about the central station, that every time he enters the central station there are new openings, there are new beginnings, there are new endings, and there are new corridors every time he enters. So certainly, and then suddenly he starts having an illusion of something. There could be some way he's assuming that one day the central would be so, it would be so extended, its route would be extended in such a way that one part may end to the Times Square, and the other part would end in the Central Park. Two different parts of the city would be connected due to Central Station. Then he narrates that day he kept on walking in the Central Station. He is just alone there, and he could hear the footsteps of his own foots. And then he didn't even pass a soul means he didn't even saw a single person there. Then I heard that the sort of hollow roar ahead, that means open space and people talking. Then he reaches a certain points where he starts seeing certain people were standing, and he is coming out to the exit, and where he starts hearing sounds, and where he starts seeing people. The tunnel turned sharp left. I went down on a short flight of stairs and came out on the third level at the Grand Central Station. He starts assuming he is out somewhere in the Central Station, and he just assumes that he has entered the third level. Just for a moment I thought I was back on the second level, but I saw the room was smaller. Where a few ticket windows and train gates, and information booth in the center was wood and old looking. Now he starts assuming, and he starts daydreaming, hallucinating, daydreaming, and that he starts dreaming that he he has entered a smaller room where everything was made, the booths all were made of wood, and they were all old looking. ठीक है. तो there was a man who was sitting there. He was wearing his sleeve protectors to protect his arms from something, and then he could see the lights that were dim, very dim, very low quality lights were there, and they were flickering. Flickering means they were not giving a proper light, they were just flickering, they were just dim, and then they were strong lights. Then I saw why. They were open flame gas lights, and these gas lights, children, were used at the time of the basically 1890s era, when these kind of gas lights um, were used to keep the darkened areas lightened. So he started assuming a past life while he was daydreaming. Then he also assumes there were brass spittoons. Spittoons होते हैं थूकदान on the floor, and across the station a glint of light caught my eye. Now he suddenly saw a light. There a man was pulling gold watch from his vest pocket. He snapped open the cover, glanced at his watch, and frowned. And now, obviously, at that time, at the olden era, the past times he is talking about, that time people used to keep side watches, the pocket watches that were obviously of gold. The person is having, and after looking at the time, he is angrily looking at the time, and then he keeps that golden watch in his pocket. He wore a derby hat and a black 4-button suit with tiny lapels. So basically the man was dressed in old fashioned apparels, or you can call them attire. So then he talks about that he had a big black handle mustache. अब उसकी जो mustaches थी, they were quite thick, heavy mustaches, heavy hair was there on his face, and उनकी shape क्या थी? It was of handlebar shape. Then I look around and saw everyone in the station was dressed like 1819 something. So everybody present there was wearing the attire or the clothes that were popular in the 1819s. And I never saw so many beards. Every man there passed by him was having beards and sideburns and fancy mustaches in my life. A woman walked in through train gate. She wore a dress with leg of mutton sleeves and skirts to the top of her high buttoned shoes. So the woman also there present there in that particular period they were also wearing, the women he came across, they were also wearing different kind of clothes that were not looking modern. They were the old times attires. So back of her, out on the tracks, I caught a glimpse of a locomotive, a small Courier and Eves locomotive. Now, locomotive is a railway engine. So, he saw a very old company whose locomotive he just happened to see, and with a funnel shaped stack. Stack is chimney. And then I knew. Then he had an idea that he was probably in the olden era. He has found himself in the olden era. He is somewhere in 1890s, that he's just got into himself into 1819th century. Then, to make sure I walked over to a newsboy and glanced at the stack of papers at his feet. Stack means pile. It was the World, and the World hasn't been published for years. So it is a very old newspaper. The name of the newspaper, it was very renowned newspaper that is no more being published in modern world. The lead story said about President Cleveland. I found that front page since in the public library files, and it was printed in June 11, 1894. So the date was quite old. It was the hundreds of years old. That is June 11, 1894. So when he saw the date, he was now more sure that he has come into a very old era. He is not in the present time that he belongs to. Then he says, I turned toward the ticket windows, knowing that there on the third level at Grand Central, I could buy tickets that would take Lucia and me anywhere in the United States we wanted to go. In the year 1894, and I wanted 2 tickets to Galesburg, Illinois. So now he wished that he could and his wife to take both of them to the this place called Galesburg in Illinois, and he wanted to travel in 1894, and he wanted him and his wife to just have a glimpse of the olden era. Now he was just willing to take the ticket of Galesburg, Illinois, and he wanted to travel there with his wife. Have you ever been there? It's a wonderful town still. And big old frame houses, huge lawns, and tremendous trees whose branches meet overhead and roofs of the trees. Now he defines here the beauty of the olden times in Illinois. He describes the place as a very beautiful one and a must watch. In 1894, summer evenings were twice as long, and people sat out on their lawns, the men smoking cigars and talking quietly, the women waving palm evaphans and fireflies all around in a peaceful world. So that time, the olden times, he believes that they were very great. There were no tensions, there were no aggressions, there were no quarrels, fights. Everyone was living in peace with each other, and people, they were just spending their time in leisurely activities. Men were taking cigars, women were weaving and doing whatever they liked. So everybody had a free time. Fireflies were flying here and there. Fireflies are your jugnus. So it was a very peaceful place, very peaceful times in the olden era that he describes. To be back there with the first war still 20 years off and World War II over 40 years in the future, I wanted 2 tickets for that. So he desires that he wishes to go definitely with his wife to that place. He wanted to travel to that place with his wife, क्योंकि that time even the world war has not happened. World War 1, 20 years were there for the world war to happen, and 40 years for World War 2. So he believes that that time was a must watch, a peaceful time, the best time anybody could have seen in the human lifespan, and they were the great times, and he definitely wanted to see the most peaceful time that 1894 had observed. So all these children, it describes the present day thinking of a man who is completely engrossed in his busy life, who is full of, there is lot of fights, there are also lot of dissimilarities between people. World war happened, and more the situations became more worse. So the man named Charlie, he wanted to escape to with his wife to this place named Galesburg, Illinois, where he and his wife could stay and they could observe and live a very peaceful life for some time. And he wanted, he seriously and he desperately wanted tickets to the place named Galesburg, Illinois, where he could enjoy and he could just have a peaceful time with his wife. So this is for today. Thank you, children.